Welcome back to another episode 96 of the Spittin Hoops podcast. It's kind of a combo episode, so we'll get that out of the way first here. We kind of had some technical difficulties on the last podcast, which is why you'll only see one screen at one time because I messed up the Zoom settings. But that podcast was obviously power rankings before the trade deadline. A lot has changed, so we just decided to post that podcast as a part of this podcast, which is episode 96. So, anyways, we'll let ourselves introduce episode 95 in a few seconds. If you want to get to episode 96, skip to that around the 1 hour and 6 minute mark of the podcast. So, yeah, episode 95 right now.
Well, I want to hit you actually with a fun fact before we talk about some like
Episode
GM
95.
stuff. Episode 95. So, um, one-time All-Star Jeff Hornacek. His final season was ended in 2000. He shot exactly 95% from the free throw line, like 95.000. So,
That's crazy.
yeah, I think it's like the fifth highest all time in an individual season. Jose Calderon has the best with 98.4 or something like that. Like he missed 3 free throws in the whole season. But Jeff Hornacek.
Sorry, I'm kind of
Yeah.
curious. I'm looking this up. My mouth's like
Yeah.
dropped. 95% exactly is crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. I think Ray Allen's on
95 0 zeros, like
Yeah.
0 0 0. That's crazy.
It's pretty nuts. Like the list of guys is pretty interesting too. If you look at like the top 5 in an individual season.
It is kind of interesting that I feel like Kawhi Leonard is right now 13th all time in free throw percentage.
That's insane. That is
okay.
insane.
That's crazy. Desmond Bane's top 22.
Wow.
Man. Top 20 also top 20 also, not top 22 exactly.
Yeah, it's like that's specific.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, damn, that's a good fun fact. Shout out Jeff Hornacek, one-time All-Star, by the way.
One-time All-Star indeed. So our main thing is going to be, and before we get there, but our main thing is going to be like we're viewing this as like who are the teams that we view who have like a 10% chance to make the finals, like win 3 series in a row. Like I would not be jaw-dropped shocked to see them representing the conference. But before we do that,
trade inclusive or trade exclusive?
We can get creative.
Okay.
We can get creative.
Actually, this is good that we're doing this right now.
Yeah, we can get creative with it for sure. But I want to talk some quick Sixers, just because I think some good and some bad. Want to start with the good. Shout out to Joel Embiid. We snubbed him from our top 50 players list. I think in part due to injury and stuff, but in his last 10 games, he's averaging 32, 9, and 5 on fantastic splits, like 50% from 3. Just doing it in one leg. Like, hold on. Doing it all on one leg. And they're in a playoff spot. Maxi's continuing to look great. Edgecombe has continued to look pretty good. And that's a lot of the good. They're a fun team. They've had some good wins.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I thought you were going to also take us into the bad.
I wasn't sure if you had anything ready to go on the good.
Honestly, like they're right, like they're right. I'm impressed as always with Tyrese Maxey. I'm still like, I'm not sending out the apology form yet for Joel Embiid. Just give me like 2 straight playoff series of being healthy. You can get hurt in the third one. That's fine. Just give me 2 of them at least. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I thought the Sixers were going to be buyers at the deadline. We'll get to it later why I don't believe that to be the case anymore. But yeah, this team it looks really good. And honestly, like guys like Jared McCain haven't really panned out for them, unfortunately, even though I'm super high on him. But you could probably get value. If you're a win now team, if you kind of transition yourself to a win now team, you could probably flip Jared McCain for a guy who can help you right now compared to a guy like Jared McCain. So that was something I also thought was going for them. We'll get to why I don't think that'll end up happening. But that's, they've got a lot of guys contributing right now who are who on the roster, at least under the age like 25, whether it's like Barlow, McCain. And I mean, Quentin Grimes like exactly 25, and we'll see what happens with him, right? Because he's expiring. But anyways,
Yeah, yeah. I think it's solid. I mean, yeah, Grimes, to your point. Yeah, it is an interesting team. And then we got to get to the bad because there's some good, but the bad is rough, man. First off, Paul George suspended for 25 games due to taking some illegal substance. Is that accurate?
yeah, yeah, it's allegedly not a performance enhancing thing. It's just like I don't know. I don't know. I
What?
actually I don't want to. I don't want to speculate on it, but Paul George was saying it was like something like a treatment drug for medical health. But I think he was suspended under like a drug code rather than a PED code. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, taking a
Um,
quote improper medication.
yeah. So I don't know.
Interesting.
That said, frankly, I have some sympathy because athletes, and especially as someone who personally follows cycling, I know that like these athletes are always taking stuff to make sure that they have the best edge, and they have to be very careful. And sometimes it's hard to be careful. Also, on the other hand, Paul George is making 60 million this year. Think get yourself a drug guy. If you're taking if you're that like if you know you're gonna need drugs for XYZ thing, like I think you got to do your due diligence, right? So it's unfortunate. I think there's a lot of memes online. I think they're very funny, but it is what it is. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate for the
Per
Sixers team.
yeah, that's tough. Percocet P, prescription P,
Prescription P is crazy.
no no payments P. That's tough. And
Yeah.
he'd been playing really well. Like he'd been averaging like 16 a game, like a serviceable guy. I think everybody kind of written him off last year.
Yeah, he was doing. And frankly, if like he was just going to give you this for the rest of the season, you wouldn't be opposed, right? So,
Yeah.
um,
Uh,
unfortunate, and frankly, what the contract was already a nightmare, given that Paul George wasn't the he's not the all-star level player that he was on the Clippers. Like he
no.
dropped 6 points per game like instantly. His percentages dropped like 40, like from like 40 or high 40s to low 40s for field goal, from low 40s to high 30s for 3-point percentage. So yeah, it's unfortunate. So the contract was already bad, right? But now now we're getting into albatross territory.
Oh, totally.
Because year one, he already did it, right? 16 points per game last year, kind of a poor season. This year, he's a little bit better, percentages wise, also eye test wise, but he's making
Yeah.
51 million this year. Next year, 55 million. Year after
Oh,
that, player option 57 million. And so that's
oh
really
man.
killer. That's like really killer because you have no flexibility. But his contract and Embiid's contract gives you zero flexibility at a time where like with the Grimes and Edgecombs and the McCains of the world, you're not paid. You have a lot of talent that's young, and so you want to have flexibility to build a roster around that. And they actually just have no flexibility because of this. It's like pretty unfortunate.
It is pretty unfortunate.
Yeah,
For them.
because they could be really good. They could be really really good. I will say Embiid though. He at least he has the potential at any given night to give you Joel Embiid stuff.
Oh
So
yeah. He can be the best player on the floor any given night.
yeah. Anyways, that's a lot of ranting for the Sixers.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Tyrese Maxey should be the focal point of all conversation around them.
absolutely.
He is unbelievable. He's going to be
Yeah.
all NBA player this year easily.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, he's awesome. We don't need to talk about their owner, but once again, another billionaire. Did you hear about it? You hear about
The
this?
Grizzlies.
No, no, no. You hit the Sixers. The co-owner, Josh Harris.
What about him?
The Epstein files got released. And he's like, he had an ongoing business relationship. And there's like just a bunch of documents to tie the name together. So like once again, it's a billionaire just like not being a good guy.
Yeah, don't get
So
fired moment. Don't
so
get fired
shout out.
moment. Release the
Shout out.
rest of the files. Release the
Yeah,
rest of
yeah.
them. Um,
Uh,
that's
yeah.
crazy. That's crazy. Sixers
Uh
fans, sound off. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, yeah, sound off, bro.
Damn. So tough streak for owners in the NBA. We also found out the stuff
Yeah.
about the Grizzlies owner.
Yep. Youngest owner in the league.
Definitely some interesting guys out there. Pablo Torre, by the way, his podcast is so good. Like it's a must listen. Like all the time.
Oh yeah, he's so good. I mean, we had the aspiration thing earlier this year.
Yeah,
like it's been great. But I'll just give the cliff notes for anybody that might be curious. But essentially, the Grizzlies owner, his company Ubiquity, may have led to tens of thousands of Russian devices being on the battlefield in Ukraine, which powered their battlefield communications. The radio bridge antenna served critical communication needs for the Russian military, which enables precision drone strikes against Ukrainian civilians, which is deemed by the UN as a crime against humanity. So, uh, this
I've been
Grizzly,
to FedEx Forum, by the way. I've been to the Grizzlies. They free them. No,
I just think like anything that people say about John Morant doing like the bazooka thing or the gun thing after he makes a shot, I don't care anymore. Like that's fine, bro. You can do that. If this is what we're seeing up top, you know,
yeah.
like what did John do?
You think John was standing with Ukraine when he was doing those?
Exactly. He's firing back at the owner.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
What a streak. Every time we lose a few crazy owners, like, we lost Robert Sarver, a few years ago. That was really terrible dude by all accounts. By the way. But like in terms of media cycles, there was always like 3 scandals a year. There was always like 3 scandals a year coming out of the Suns organization.
That's right.
And so like content wise, it was pretty entertaining. Probably not for the people that he, worked with, frankly, from the stories about that. I'll let you look those up yourself. But yeah. Anyways.
Him, Donald Sterling back in the day.
Like, okay,
they're just
yeah. I think we could end this segment here.
All right. Let's move on to real basketball. Let's move on to some real.
Jesus.
All right. So this is I'm calling this I'm not shocked to see this jersey in an NBA Finals logo matchup. So part of the reason I was considering when I floated this idea to you, saying make winning the finals, but then I realized that there'd be no teams in the East really. So wanted to talk about more teams.
Okay, I'm with it. Do you want to take us through? I'm down to just react to you, bro.
All right. Do you want to? Should we go conference by conference?
You want to go East first, honestly?
Sure. All right. So I'll tell you who I have, and we'll go one at a time, and then you can give me your takes. So I'll start with the Pistons. They feel to be the most obvious at the moment, I guess, team here. I would definitely not be surprised. They're third in net rating. They are only 11th in offensive rating, so I think that they do need to find some sort of way to get an upgrade potentially, just to get some weight off Cade's hands. And then they're second in defensive rating, so they look really good. And 2 years ago, I'd be shocked, right? Like 14 wins, but I think they're in a good spot.
Can't say I'd be shocked. They're the number 1 seed. All right, and they're the number 1 seed by a lot. It's hard to be shocked, and frankly, they have to go make a move. You got Ivy sitting around. You got a few other assets. Go make a move. Like, especially when guys like Dennis Jenkins are holding the fort down. Like those guys, if those guys are your 9th and 10th men, your team is nice. But right now they're a little bit too dependent on, right? So if you could just shore up that top end talent a little bit, this team can compete, man. They're really good. There's a reason though they only have 3 less wins than the Thunder,
Oh yeah.
So
yeah. They're just so good. Cade's so good. Jalen Duren is amazing.
Really amazing.
Isaiah Stewart, he's great.
And this is really Bickerstaff's magnum opus a little bit. He's always been a guy you feel underperforms the top end talent. And this is frankly to be honest, this team is good, but if you run down the list, this team doesn't feel like it's built for today's NBA. You barely you only have a few guys shooting over 35% from three, for example.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, you literally, I think it's only Duncan Robinson, Cade, and Jenkins, for example. So, right. But this team is able to force all gameplay to be in their style, and they only have two guys who score more than 12 points per game, but it works for them. So yeah,
Yeah.
I again though, if they could get like a qualified scorer, it sucks because Desmond Bain already got moved, but that'd be great. Like if Desmond Bain's on the market and I can give him, if I can give you like Ivy, Levert, and 4 firsts for Desmond Bain, that'd be like a great addition to this team, for example.
I think we've thrown out the easy one, like Michael Porter Jr. as an
Yeah,
idea. Tyler Hero,
here would be
maybe.
fun.
Could that trade work?
Little ball dominant. Trade would
Yeah,
work. They have salaries. Honestly, I wouldn't. I think it would be easy for the Pistons to make just about any trade they want to make. To be honest,
man. On the Heat, Norm Powell, that'd be fun.
that'd be
That'd be
fun.
super fun on the Pistons.
Yeah. What's another bad team? I mean, really random. But let's say, like, what if you can get DeRozan for nothing? What if you don't have to give up Toby and you can get DeRozan?
Mm,
Like,
that'd be
he kind of like I think further gameplay style like it's still another guy who can't shoot threes, right?
right, right. Well,
But
yeah, yeah. So like maybe Levine though, who
maybe
can? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's just so far like the opposite. He's so far the opposite. That was kind of like if you could get DeRozan for nothing, like maybe the thing is you probably have to give it Toby, and I'm just at that point it's like
Right.
not worth. That's just horizontal at that point.
It'd almost be cool, like swing for the fences and go for like marking in or something.
Yeah, I mean that's ideal. I mean, if you can swap out Toby and Levert for Markkinen,
Yeah, and some picks.
I mean, yeah, of course. But that
Yeah,
would
and
be.
yeah.
I think Markkinen is really, really good.
Oh
I
yeah.
think like
We both had him like ranked pretty high on our
he's a
lists.
freaking problem, man. And that team is not great. That
No.
Jazz team's not great. He's the number one option, and his inside scoring, honestly, at this point, is what has like really rounded out, and I think makes him extremely lethal. Like he's jacked. I can't. It's like hard to like fathom, like considering how lanky he was coming in the NBA. But yeah.
Yeah, he's really coming to his own.
Anyways,
Finisher.
okay,
Cool.
Pistons. We're
Yeah.
both in.
All right. Let's just keep going down the standings. Now we have the Knicks. They are fifth in net rating. They're third in offensive rating. One area they struggle. Defensive rating, they're 12th. But this is absolutely a team that I think we could both see. They just had their hell month and then went 7-8. I could totally see them winning 3 rounds.
Not worried about their defense too, to be honest. This is like a team that's gameplay style on the NBA court like carries over to playoff defense. Like they're just gonna play OG McCollum, Josh Hart 40 minutes a game in the playoffs, and like it's gonna be really hard to score. So I'm not too worried about their defense, to be honest. Yeah, not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised to see them. Not really sure if they'll make a move. I think they're also really deep, which is really fun.
Yeah, they're yeah, like let's go down like serviceable guys. Um Jordan Clarkson is serviceable. I mean, he hasn't been playing amazing this year, but still. Miles McBride, Josh Hart, OG, Jalen, of course, Tyler Kolek,
And then,
Rob.
frankly, I mean, of the bench guys, the best one this season has been Shamit, probably.
Yeah, Shamit,
Mitch Rob.
Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
McHale, we're at 10. Yabusele, and then of course Cat. And Yabusele
Yeah.
hasn't been amazing, but
Yeah, I mean, Yabusele been pretty rough, to be honest. It's a weird team for him because I also think he can't play next to Mitch Rob, so it's like a little tough. Like he can kind of only play next to Towns in the front court.
yeah. And yeah, that's why they might lose in the second round.
But I mean, yeah, they could make a move. The issue is the Knicks probably aren't giving up at first unless they're getting Giannis. So, anyways, still wouldn't be surprised to see them make the finals. Not sure if they'll win it, even if they make it. But yeah,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, that's right. I haven't even factored in Giannis into this, into any of these. All right, Nick.
Yeah.
You got anything else on the Knicks?
No. Celtics.
Celtics is next. They are second in net rating. They are second in offensive rating, and they fall off a bit, but 11th in defensive rating. They're not amazing against great teams, which is why there's some cause for pause, but they have been a revelation. Yeah, I think Jaylen Brown. We talked about him in the last pod. I gushed about him. I think they've been awesome. Peyton Pritchard's been amazing. Anthony Simons is coming into his own, and a lot of these bench guys who Gonzalez, Shireman's been playing pretty solid recently. Cade has been absolutely unreal.
Unreal. Yeah.
Um, and so it's kind of like a question of like, do you make a move? And then we have the unknown of is Tatum coming back? I think Chris Haynes said that he's probably not going to come back, but who knows if that's a calculus they want to make.
Yeah. Can I say respectfully, I would be surprised. Like, not like trying to roast, but like I just think the talent. For one, I'd be surprised if Tatum came back. So if he came back,
Mm.
made legend, I'd be pretty surprised about that. And then two, like as much as Derek White has not been Derek White this season, he's been really good defensively, but he hasn't been like Derek White offensively that we would hope from him. And I'm not sure if like just like frankly Jaylen Brown is playing out of his mind. I'm not sure if just him basically, frankly, like no flame to Peyton Pritchard and Derek White and all them, but this would just have to be a hard carry by Jaylen Brown, and I'd be surprised. And yeah,
So this is my like uh this is my Indiana Pacers of last year kind of thinking is like if they just get hot at the right time and Derek White kind of like levels up into his way and like it's just like a lot of team rebounding um and Jaylen Brown is just the focal point. I could see it. I don't think they're scared of any of these other teams.
I agree. I don't know if I think like maybe I don't know if I'd put them at 10% to make the finals though.
And so maybe we're at 7 and then there's a
Yeah.
there's a chance Tatum comes back.
And so, but the thing is, if like for example, if Tatum came back, they'd probably be the favorite in the East. Like to be honest,
Yeah.
depending on what Tatum looks
Even
like.
even 15 minutes of Tatum a game.
I
15,
don't know
20
if
minutes.
if Tatum's only playing 15 minutes a game though, he's probably not Jason Tatum. That's the issue.
Yeah, he does need flow. He does need to like get into the zone.
Yeah, he's probably not
Um,
healthy enough to just like be firing. Anyways, okay. That said, though, I'm very
mm,
impressed by the Celtics. I would put them fourth in
okay.
teams I would be like in most likelihood to make the finals of the East. I'd put them
Okay.
fourth, and I think there's a huge gap after them. I actually think there's like a
Yeah.
four, and I'd be really surprised to see anyone break in. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm with that. And I think we're probably going to agree that Charlotte is the next obvious now. Even though they've been playing
dude,
really
they are
well. Shout out to
nice.
Charlotte. Yeah,
They
they're
are nice,
nice.
by the way.
And it's really great to see the blossoming relationship between LaMelo Ball and Musa Diabate. If you've seen those, that video of them like having fun after, they're just having fun. Knupple's playing great. Brandon Miller's playing great. I think they have like a
Musa
crazy,
Diabate, by the way,
yeah.
where he from? Where he from?
Like what school did he go to?
What national team?
Oh, is he French?
That's just another guy, bro. We're turning him out, bro.
Yeah,
We're turning him
man.
out.
Hey, y'all are 1 or 2 away from gold.
Right.
It might be one. It might be the next one. Um, but I think we're gonna stick with conventional wisdom here. I feel like we're probably on the same page that the Cavs are that next team. That's my take on that.
I
Ninth in
agree.
net, eighth in offensive, 13th. So it doesn't jump off the paper. But if we look at the team, we just talked about the trade that they just made to get Keon Ellis and Schroeder. Oh, we got Max Drews. Lonzo's always a question mark, but whatever. But Mobley's been still really good. Sam Merrill is serviceable. And then Jalen Tyson, man, he's just taken a huge step.
And I think he is really critical to this team. I think he is like frees them of a lot of the roster constraints they felt with like, you know, in the past, when they made moves for like Max Drews or like, then DeAndre Hunter, they felt like really dependent on finding that small forward. And I actually think Tyson's just really good.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna play small forward the rest of the season. Like, I don't know.
I think that just is the case. I'm trying to pull up their team stats.
By the way, Jalen Tyson would deserve to be in the most improved conversation, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. I'm excited to have this conversation because this feels like we didn't really know about you too much last year, and now all of a sudden you're like an impact player for a lot of guys.
100%. And by the way, it's got to be said that like this is just he's also a testament to the Cavs organization. I mean, they Ty Jerome last year, Jalen Tyson this year. They're
Right.
churning them out at this point. And they found Sam Merrill. Yeah, I'm really impressed by him. But yeah, he deserves tons of flowers. And he made DeAndre Hunter expendable to the point where he could upgrade. Like I really like this Cavs team. I still don't. I wouldn't pick them to come out of the East. I'm still not convinced by the, you know, chemistry between the top end talent that they have on their team, but I mean, they're really good.
Yeah. So 12-5 in their last 17, with wins that, over Orlando. So if that's a team you see, they smoked the Lakers. They beat the Sixers, which is another team, we've talked about who was in that playoff mix. They split a series with the Timberwolves, almost beat Detroit. They beat Denver. They split the series with Phoenix, and they beat San Antonio. And they beat the really hot Charlotte Hornets team. So yeah, I think when Donovan Mitchell's going, man, he is just like something to watch.
Mm,
Um,
agreed. But yeah, the rest of the East, no flame to the Raptors, the Magic,
yeah,
and the Sixers. I would need to see a level of
yeah,
difference in their team. The Magic should be in this conversation, by the way. They just this year have not shown it. They've been really injury prone too.
mhm.
But shout out Anthony Black. Remains to be
Yeah.
one of my favorite players to watch in the NBA.
He's another most improved player
Yeah,
candidate.
unbelievable.
Absolutely. And
Um,
the
I think I put
Heat,
him on my favorite players to watch list. Do you remember?
I think you did have that shout out
I think I did.
like
I
early.
really, I really loved it, and I think even in that shout out, I said I didn't think his ceiling was that high, but the
Yeah.
offense that we've seen from him is really impressive this year.
He's one of those because he had that game where he scored like 30 in the first half earlier this
Yeah,
year, and then he's just been on one
I mean,
from
last two
there on
games
out.
he's been cooking last two games, and also he's been able to get to the free throw line a lot randomly. Like he plays like a really good like pace. Um, yeah, he's really good. I mean, he went
Yeah.
from scoring 9 a game to being like a 16 4-4 player, and he's playing point guard, and he plays
Yeah.
extremely good defense.
Right.
Like I think he won't get all defense shouts, and maybe I haven't done my list, but he's like a player that I think about in those realms.
Oh yeah. I'm excited to do those rankings.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think to your point on the greater thing of I just don't think any of these teams are gonna make it. It's interesting because like looking at who's where in the East, there's only one team that has that 40-20 rule that Phil Jackson had about 40 wins and 420 losses, and that's
Mm,
Detroit. I mean, unless like the Celtics or the Knicks just go crazy in the
yeah.
next couple games. Um,
To be honest, we don't have that many teams in general. We're gonna
no,
pass 40
we
20.
don't. We don't.
Um,
And that's all right.
yeah,
Um,
I think also just if there's a trade that pushes one of these teams into the top
yeah.
level, the level of that trade would be very surprising to me because
Yeah. It
think of the level of player the Sixers would have to trade for to push you into that top four talk that we just gave. Like I don't, it'd have to be
it'd have to be honest.
that'd be a crazy player. Yeah,
It literally have to be honest. I
yeah,
think it's the only guy. Like you need a top 8 player.
yeah. Uh,
And
I mean,
you
if
don't
the
think?
Sixers swapped out Markkinen for Paul
Okay.
George,
Oh,
like it
okay.
wouldn't
Okay.
happen. Like it wouldn't happen. But
Oh, that's a
yeah,
good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
like let's say you call up the Jazz. Here's like 7
You're
firsts.
like, hey, Danny Ainge, we know that you really care about your profile as a GM. Paul George.
Yeah. Okay. That settles
Cool.
it on the East. 4 teams. 4 main teams. I think I would put 3 teams as the
The
teams that.
Pistons, Knicks, and the Cavs.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think it's just like can you picture it? Can you picture them on the
100%.
thing?
I can
And
100% picture the Celtics making the finals this year.
yeah.
I wouldn't put their shot over 10%, but definitely over like that 5% threshold or
Yeah.
whatever. So
And I think like I
we're
I could
making up
not
numbers, by the way.
we are. But like I couldn't picture the Pacers last year. Like I could not even picture the Pacers last year, even though they've been in the conference finals the year before.
But quickly, I think we could. All the
Maybe we could have talked ourselves into it,
I
but
like the Pacers. I picked them for round one over the Bucks last year.
oh, I did too. No, I didn't. I picked the
You picked the
Bucks,
Bucks, yeah.
but then I picked them against the Knicks.
Yeah, that we were on. Then we were on
Yeah,
them.
we
Yeah.
were we were on we are on fire. Um,
I honestly might have picked against them in round two. Now that I'm thinking about it.
with the Cavs.
Or yeah, either the Cavs or yeah, I don't know.
Um,
Okay.
cool.
Western Conference.
West.
This will
Uh,
probably have more discussion.
yeah, let's start easy though. So Thunder are first in net rating, of course, like far and away still, even though they've cooled off a little bit. They're 38 and 11, which is they're obviously the whole catching the Warriors thing is clearly over. And catching the greatest of all time kind of like record stuff is over, but actually, yeah, they're not even going to be as good as they were last year with their win-loss percentage, but they're fifth in offensive rating and they're first in defensive rating. They are just clearly far and ahead, the best team in the West, 5 games ahead of the pack. But not as we're going to beat every single team as it seemed like they were going to be.
Yeah. Horrible season from Jalen Williams. So that's like the
Yeah,
thing. Like that third guy, third All Star, was taking them way over the top talent wise compared to the other teams. And even though
yeah.
you have like a Jai Mitchell or a Jay Mitchell, however you say his name, sorry,
AJ Mitchell, yeah,
AJ
he's
Mitchell, my
great.
bad.
He's so good.
Yeah, he's great, but he doesn't make up for that level of talent, nor does he
Mhm.
make up for the fact that like Hartenstein was out for like 2 weeks, or like 2 months,
Right.
sorry. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's I think they're good. I don't want to spend too much time on them. They are the
Yeah.
favorite.
They are the favorite. They went to game 7 2 times last year. So it's obviously not a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited to see if we have the same. I feel like we probably will have similar takes here, but the next on the standings list is the Nuggets. For me, eighth in net rating, first in offense, 22nd in defense, which is not great. But man, oh man, Jokic is back. But even in the interim, they were 7-3, and I think 7-3 in the last 10 games without him. And this team has been cooking. Christian Brown has not been able to even sniff the cord really, nor has Cam Johnson. But Strawther's been playing all right. Tim Hardaway's been playing all right. Peyton Watson's been playing out of his mind. Obviously they got Valanciunas kind of like back in. Jamal Murray's having the best year of his career. And if everybody can get healthy at the right time, I think this team is arguably better than the Thunder.
Yeah, especially given that Jalen Williams has been injured. If they're and frankly, I don't. Jalen Williams doesn't seem like he's gonna be healthy for the rest of the season, frankly. So, his wrist thing is crazy. I know he's out with a thigh thing right now, but even when he plays, it's tough. Yeah, Thunder, Nuggets look really, really good. Totally agree with all your points. Peyton Watson being like a level better than he was before,
Yeah,
is like a big deal. And
huge.
frankly, like they don't have that many like super long term injuries outside of Cam Johnson. I think Aaron Gordon's out for like a little bit too here, but
Mhm.
yeah, we'll see. Christian Brown's about to be back, right? They're good. They're really good. They can beat the Thunder. They have a shot. They can't mess it up here because this is Thunder are going to be back with a vengeance next year if they don't win. And like
Right.
even if they do win, they're going to be back with a vengeance next year. And they got a shot to do some damage. I would not be surprised to see them active at the deadline, moving like the Struthers of the world, or even the Zignagis of the world, maybe if you need to.
Sure. Yeah.
If you need to make even a small upgrade, because their team is really nice, right? But even if you can make a small upgrade, it goes a long way.
hmm Yeah. I think Strawther had like a couple of like double-digit scoring games before Jokic came back. So
Oh, good for him. Good for him. I'm
yeah,
a
finally.
fan, but I think he's a little.
Yeah, but I mean
Little
Peyton Watson's the revelation here. Like
Mhm.
he's
And
yeah,
and
I mean
and you have Peyton Watson, Tim Hardaway can give you minutes that you didn't have before. So even
mhm,
if MPJ's gone, frankly,
yeah.
it's totally fine. It kind of it's completely all right. And then Jamal Murray's a top 15 player for me. I mean, we just ranked him in the last one.
Right.
So
Right. And if Cam Johnson ever comes back, I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
I
they're
mean,
just they're
the
set.
thing is their top two guys are just they are better than the Thunder top two guys, no matter how you
Yeah,
cut it, you
right.
know, right now.
Yeah, better than Chet, better than Jada,
Yeah, and
for
and the
sure.
bet and the depth, especially with the Thunder issues that they have. Yeah. Anyways, not I don't. I probably don't want to spend too much time on the Nuggets
Yeah.
either. I think they're really good.
But
Would not be
but this is
surprised.
going to be exciting, yeah. Okay. Next team that I would not be surprised to see representing the West is the San Antonio Spurs. We've seen them win a lot of big games. They are sixth in net rating. They're 10th in offensive rating, and super importantly, they are third in defensive rating. Um, I mean, we talked about Wemby at length, but Dylan Harper is starting to play better again, 16 and 20 in his last two games, respectively, rather. Keldon Johnson's awesome. De'Aaron
Champagne's
Fox,
awesome. Harrison
Champagne,
Barnes is awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Champagne's a flamethrower, bro.
Yeah, dude, he's nice. Vassell's been playing really well too, to be
Hmm.
honest. I've
Yeah.
had criticisms of him, but he's doing his like, you know, I'm not too involved, but score when I need to thing. He's
Hmm.
almost doing a Harrison Barnes impression in some funny ways. Vassell,
And
um,
Harrison Barnes, so reliable.
so reliable. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
And
this is the Indiana team for me.
interesting.
This is like you have Wemby. He's your because it's still early for him. Like neither of us put Wemby next to SJ or Jokic, um, and they have a play style that is really frenetic, and I think will be really conducive to the playoffs, especially given that teams they're just gonna have all their guards and wings run wild while everyone runs at Wemby, and then when Wemby's off the court, it's like Cornet, and Cornet's still pretty
Yeah.
good.
Cornet is very good.
Yeah, so this is the Pacers team for me actually, and
Interesting.
they can upset people. They have their high end ceiling is really high. So yeah, anyways, wouldn't be
Mm,
surprised. Awesome team, awesome team.
yeah. Yeah.
And they could upgrade if they wanted to move Sochan or something and make a small
Mhm.
upgrade. They don't just have to go for Giannis, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. This is, I mean, to your point about like was it the Sixers and marketing? Like you can get one of those guys.
Yeah,
Wow. Who
yeah.
would you
But I don't want
want?
to spend what.
Well, the last thing is like, who would you want? Like, who would take this out of the Pacers level of surprise? Like, it's some like some wing.
Well, there already wouldn't be as much of a surprise because they have more talent and they have Wemby,
They
right?
do.
But for them to be
Like,
like, "Oh, you're a favorite," type, it'd be like it'd be a
do you
win,
like
but they
upgrade?
wouldn't have to be that good. They wouldn't have to be that good.
They wouldn't because Keldon
Yeah.
Johnson and Devin Vassell and Champagnie and Harrison Barnes, like you already have like wings by committee. Like, you
Let's
kind
say
of
the
have
Warrior
everything.
let's say the Warriors trade for Giannis and you pick off Draymond in that
Mm,
third team trade. And you can play Draymond 24 minutes, 25 minutes a game just next to Wemby, balls moving. Draymond doesn't need to score
havoc.
because just Harper, Castle, and Fox are flying around. And he stands at 3 point line anyways, so it doesn't really mess up your spacing. Like
Hmm.
someone like that I think would be awesome. Like that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Also, shout out that like the shortest guy that plays serious minutes on this team, De'Aaron Fox is 6'3", and everybody else is 6'5" and taller.
And they look big. And Fox is really good. I'm really, really impressed with him in the season he's had,
But
frankly.
yeah, I mean, you
Uh,
had him ranked like 17th on our players list.
yeah, I think he's like really exciting. And frankly, defensively, he's been like quite good this year for a guy who has to score 20 points per game, who brings the ball up a lot, especially while Embiid was out. Yeah, very.
Mm.
I like him a lot. And obviously, Castle is fantastic. I mean, 15's 5 and 7, second year player, right? Like, they can't trade for Giannis anymore.
Oh no, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a couple packages on Twitter that involving him. Like, bro, get out of here with
No,
that.
no,
Um,
not trading him.
okay, I have three teams left.
Three.
Three, yeah. I'm trying to be greedy.
Oh,
I'm being greedy.
I think
I'm
I got
shoot.
two. I think I got
Yeah,
two.
okay. I think we probably have the same two, and then the third team, you're gonna be like, what the
Oh,
hell?
I think I know what your third team is going to be.
There
Okay,
we
okay,
go,
okay,
bro. The
okay.
synergy's crazy. Let's see. Let's see. So the next team is gonna be Houston.
Is that for you?
That's not like the shock team, but that's like the next team that I think could make the finals.
I
Interesting.
don't.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
not one of the teams I had.
okay. Well, here, I'll start with my take on it is they're fourth in net rating, they're fourth in offensive rating, and they're sixth in defensive rating. Um, just can't forget about the fact that you still have Kevin Durant averaging 26 a game. We've already talked about this, but Şengün is a top 15 player. It sucks that you lose Steven Adams, but I think that they make a trade at the deadline. Rich Shepard has kind of cooled down a little bit. Um, but if he can get it going in the playoffs, again, this is again, could I see this team representing the West is the question. And
I
then
would
Amen
be
Thompson.
shocked. I would be
Wow.
shocked.
You'd be less shocked than if the Celtics were in the finals, or more shocked?
Yes,
Wow.
absolutely.
I think that this is probably the biggest, like you need to trade for somebody on the
Yeah,
team.
and the level of player the level of player you could trade for to make this team be like a finals caliber team is like not that high. But the issue is this team is still like, bro, Reed Shepard is getting picked on. Like, he, as good as he has been in stretches, like defensively is not going to hold up, and he's going to get benched quick in the playoffs. He's not going to hold up, in my opinion, especially against the Thunder, the Nuggets, and the Spurs of the world. And then the rest of this team is just not. There's not enough spacing here. I mean, if you look at their 3-point shooting, KD, great shooter, and then just like Şengün, 30%, Amen Thompson, 20%, Jabari Smith, like pretty good shooter, like 35% from three. You shoot six of them a game. But yeah, like I don't know. Like you're really dependent on Jabari Smith being extremely good, for example. And I just can't really see it. I can't really see it. Um they can make a trade though, so
And hey, that this is I get, we weren't quite as locked in on the same thinking as I thought would be. I'm looking at how do they play against above 500 teams?
I just think in the playoffs this team gets mucked up kind of like last year offensively.
Well,
As
yeah,
much as they have KD,
yeah,
they
exactly.
don't have like Van Fleet or even Steven Adams, who offensively was does create problems because of the rebounding. Like you don't have him for the rest of the year. Now it's Capella, and respectfully to Capella,
Yeah.
not the level of offensive rebounder as Adams.
No, not the level, but I could see this team like energying them their way. Now, the problem is based on the standings at the Mo. Let's look at like who they're close to. So they're pretty close to Minnesota, but either way, they kind of have to. Either way, they're playing Oklahoma City in the second round, or they're playing Denver, or they're playing San Antonio. So to your point,
That's
like
why I would
this is a
like.
gauntlet.
I just can't see it. I can't see them being two to those three teams because they have to, unless there's a shock upset elsewhere. There would have to be like, yeah, I don't know.
I just think, and I also just think there's something like that on there besides the Thunder. This is like the highest sixth in defensive net rating, fourth in offensive net rating. Like they are a really well balanced team. And to your point, Steven Adams going down does hurt them a lot.
Mhm.
But yeah, anyways,
All right. I
that's
guess
where
we'll
we go.
find out. I guess we'll
Okay,
find out.
interesting. So you had two more teams, and I did not say one of them.
Mhm.
Okay, so my next team is the Timberwolves.
Maybe I have zero teams, honestly.
Wow. So you don't have the Timberwolves.
I have the Timberwolves, but
Okay.
the more I think about it, I have to do some like mental gymnastics.
Well, yeah.
I could see it though. I could see it though.
I'll take your okay. So one point is history. Let's just talk about history. Two straight years of the Western Conference Finals appearances.
Mhm.
One against the Mavs, one against the Thunder. Both didn't pan out how they want. But I had Julius Randle ranked really, really high. I think you were talking about how good Anthony Edwards has been. It just continues to be. I think he can make his own offense at any point in time better than he's ever been able to. Um, Nas Reed continues to be amazing, and Jaden McDaniels very good. DiVincenzo is very good, and Gobert is good. The issue here is they don't have any good depth. Like Mike Conley's
Bones
too old.
Highland is playing
Bones
a
Highland
ton.
is he's streaky, right? Um, he's playing a ton. So you need to make a trade here. You need to go get somebody.
Yeah. And honestly, even if they don't go get someone, they could beat the Nuggets. Like their play style has shown to be such a foil to like that team, where that's why I think more than the Rockets, I can see them actually beating one of those top three teams head to head. And they could beat the Spurs too, frankly. So yeah, I'm in on this. I'm in on this. I think they got a shot. I think it would be it'd be a long shot, but you don't have to like the level of player you have to bring in to kind of solidify that depth a little bit more and make you competitive with the top. I think is
Mhm.
totally doable.
Yeah. Um, so okay, so you had them,
Yeah, I had them too.
and then you have like one other team.
Yeah, honestly, I don't. Maybe I don't. I think the I have another team, but a huge trade would need to happen.
I have another team, and a huge trade would not need to happen.
Okay,
And
give me your team that a huge trade would not need to happen.
the Clippers would not need a huge trade to happen.
That's the team I thought you were gonna say.
And how awesome that they were ranked in our like, what do you do right now? At the beginning of the season, like I forget where we had them. Like we were drafting bad teams, like how bad is the situation or whatever, because they were 6-21. And now there's this dude on Twitter that has to eat his own tweet because he said if the Clippers go 15-3 at any point in the season, I'm gonna print this tweet out and eat it. Do you see that?
Really, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. But again, okay, so Kawhi Leonard, 28, 6, and 4, 2 steals, shooting the ball 40% from three, 94% from the free throw line, to your point earlier, to your shout, 55% from the field. James Harden, he can't be the best player on the team, but he's still averaging 25, 5, and 8. And then Zubats is still a really good player. And I think John Collins has kind of started to figure out his place on this a little bit. Um, I just think that the high end talent of this team is so good. And again, I maintain that Kawhi Leonard is like a top 15 player. So if he can avoid injury, which is a big if, he hasn't looked this good since like early days Clippers or Toronto.
Yeah, and that's undebatable, right? Like
Yeah.
he literally looks like possessed. Like he's literally looks unbelievable. I can't see him staying healthy.
Yeah.
And even if he does, can I see James Harden continuing to produce this at this level in the playoffs when the lights are bright? And
Well, that's always the issue. Yeah.
and like that combo of those two things needing to happen makes it really hard for me to see it. And by the way, like they are gonna have to go through the plans. They have a losing record.
They do have a losing record. This
You
is
know?
this is the only team I did not
But I'm
give
with
any.
that. That would be my next team on the list, to be honest, because their high end potential is just so high. Like,
So, and to this point, they're they're in the play-in right now. They're tied in games with Portland. They have one less win and one less loss. And then there's a bit of a jump for them to get to Golden State. Can they catch Golden State? Could they catch Phoenix? Could they kind of be maybe?
yeah,
I
I mean,
could
I'm
see
with it.
it.
I'm with it. That would be the next team I would put upon if I like not counting trades. That would be the next
Yeah.
team.
Like again, this is a lot of gymnastics, but let's say that they somehow catch up. They're in the play-in tournament. They make the 8 seed, right? Golden State Falls do the Jimmy Butler thing, and they win that 7-8 matchup against Phoenix. And San Antonio hops Denver, and all of a sudden you got the Clippers playing San Antonio, and they're new San Antonio.
What if San Antonio gets a second seed, or San Antonio gets a third seed, and then just Clippers? Like they're 7 games back from the sixth seed. Like it's not impossible. So like, what if they just get the sixth seed?
What if they get the 6 seed? And
Yeah,
then what if like something funky happens where Denver loses a few, they're in that 1-4 against OKC, and then you got Houston, who you're not a huge believer in,
yeah.
against the Clippers.
No, yeah, 100%.
So
That route is interesting. I would be stunned. Like I would if it happened,
yeah.
I would be stunned. That's the issue. That's why I can't put it there. Like, and so then the last team I would have, and it's a similar realm. Like I would have to be stunned. It would be like the Warriors train for like Giannis, but I would be stunned if that happened. So like I can't put them. I can't put them in. I visualize. Because right now I can't visualize it. So
Right.
it's like,
I respect both of our lacks of not having the Lakers.
yeah, I mean they don't want to do anything. They could, by the way, they could do something, but they just don't want to.
They don't want to, and also, hey, I just went to the Lakers page and I saw some news. Can I share with you the reserves for the All-Star teams?
Yeah, hit me with
This
it.
is live. This is live reaction. Okay, you want to start with East?
I'm seeing. Yeah.
Oh, you have it. Okay. Well, don't.
I'm not looking at it. Should I look at it or no?
No. Don't look.
Okay.
I'll read it to you. So, first we have Donovan Mitchell, obvious choice. Congratulations. I'm not sure what All-Star appearances is, like 6, maybe 6, 7. Then we move on to, as we could have all expected, Jalen Johnson. Congratulations, first time All-Star. Then we have Cat, who I think you and I probably both could have seen. Just he's a staple. The Knicks are the 3rd seed. Give it to him. Pascal Siakam continuing
Huh.
to, and I think we gave him love. I'm gonna love this next one. Norm Powell, man.
All-star? Good
Norm
for
Powell
him.
is an
Good for
all-star
him.
reserve.
Good for him.
Yeah, which is awesome. CBS Sports did spell his last name incorrectly, I believe. No, they
Huh.
didn't. No, they didn't. Um, two more. Scotty Barnes, second-time
Okay.
All-Star.
With
And
that,
then last but not least, first-time All-Star,
Michael Porter
center.
Jr. Oh no.
No, center from Detroit, Jalen Duren.
Good for him. Well
Jalen
deserved.
Duren.
Any
So
snubs off the top of your head? I think no Magic. No Magic All-Stars.
no
Damn.
Magic All-Stars, which is not too
They don't deserve
surprising.
one. They don't
They don't
deserve one.
deserve one. I think Giannis won't play, so that'll bring in another guy. So maybe it is the MPJ factor that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think Derek White played quite well and has played quite well enough this year to be an
He's
all-star.
better not be an all-star shooting under 40%.
Yeah, bro, that's so tough. Wait,
Uh,
what's our top 50? Who else? Who else missed out in the East?
and Embiid theoretically.
Embiid theoretically, yeah, that's true. Paolo in theory.
But
But yeah,
Paolo didn't miss out, bro.
no, he didn't miss out. He's just bad.
France literally has been better
Franz,
this year.
yeah. All right, you ready for the West?
Yes. Do you think Giddy gets off the
Nah, he hasn't played enough. I don't think he's played enough.
31 games? Maybe, yeah, you're right.
31.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Give me the West.
Okay, so West, of course, Anthony Edwards. Congrats, no brainer. Finally, the best player, probably one of the best players that we've ever witnessed that's never been an all-star, is finally an all-star. Congratulations to Jamal Murray. Finally an all-star, well deserved.
So well deserved.
Yeah. The classic, we all knew he was that good, but now he is officially an all-star, which is great. Then we move on to Chet Holmgren, who I believe this is his first all-star appearance as well.
I believe
Is that accurate?
so.
Or was he an all-star last year?
I think he might have been an all-star last year. No, he wasn't. Good call.
Okay. First time all-star to Chet Holmgren.
I forgot he kind of struggled last year in the regular season.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he did. Then we go to, of course, a staple in the All-Star game, Kevin Durant. Congratulations. Oh, wow, this is crazy. Okay. Next, we have Devin Booker.
Okay.
Classic guy. We both love him. We have Denny Avdia. First-time All-Star. Congratulations. Put up great numbers. And the final player is LeBron James, which is not surprising at all. Immediately, though, issues with this. No Sengun.
No Şengün?
No
He was
Sengun.
hurt for a little bit.
No Sengun, no Harden, which is fine. No Kawhi.
No Markkanen.
No Markkanen. No
28
Randall.
a game. 28 a game, no all-star is tough.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Dude, there's a lot of snubs here. No De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, Fox, though, statistically probably was never going to make
Yeah.
it, unfortunately. He's scoring like 19 a game. So, like, his eye test would have to do too much carrying, especially in the West.
So the one thing that we have to keep in mind is there's the new format, right? Where it's 8 international players.
But I don't think they pick off that.
Adam Silver will have to anoint extra guys. So Sengun will probably make the All-Star team.
Okay.
Because if we have Denny, Jamal Murray,
SGA
Jokic, Giannis, who's not going to play. He's not even going to play.
Luka.
Luka. So that's 6. And Siakam. Is Siakam an American? No, Siakam. So yeah, I think you do need one more, especially without Giannis playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, that's a good call. I didn't think about that.
So
yeah,
we'll probably make it.
Honestly, yeah, Markkanen really jumps off the page to me as a snub. I think he's been unbelievable this year.
I mean, absolutely. But Sengun, I'm just like so shocked. He's like the 1A, but yeah, Markkanen.
Dude, respectfully to LeBron, man, he's not been better than Sengun.
He's not better than Sengun. No, he's not. Neither of us had him listed ahead of him.
No.
So that was episode 95 of the Spittin Hoops podcast. Now we're back. As I said, here is episode 96. We are back to talk about everything that actually happened in the deadline. Obviously, in the podcast you just heard, we talked a lot about, oh, maybe this will happen or maybe this will happen. Well, to be honest, a lot happened and none of it is stuff we expected. So we're gonna break all that down, and then we also have a quiz. I've done a lot of talking. Anthony, how are you doing?
Happy 96, baby. Uh, yeah, doing well. I got a good fun fact for you. So, a
Sensational.
basketball player that that we all know and love, uh, first went by the name of Ron Artest, and then he changed his name to Meta World Peace, and now his name is Meta Sandiford Artest as of 2020. Shout out. He I he's one of two players ever to wear the number 96 because he wanted to have 10 different numbers throughout his whole career. And 96 is a number that shouts out his hometown of Queens, New York, where he grew up. So that's my fun fact.
The
Let's get
panda's
it.
friend, Ron
The
Artest.
pan. Shout out.
And shout out the goat.
The emperor
Uh,
himself.
yeah, and I actually, honestly, a topic that we didn't have on our agenda that we should just talk
Mm.
about it right now in honor of Ron Artest is some big fights in the NBA. We have to get it out of the way, really. We have to get it out of the way though. The fight between the Pistons and the Hornets has to be one of the better ones we've had recently.
It was great.
I don't want to hear any more about like you couldn't play in the 90s NBA, bro. Like Isaiah Stewart is bum rushing 20 people with no fear.
Awesome.
And the other guy on the other side is Miles Bridges. No comment. No comment. So, you know, all I'm saying is that was maybe one of my favorite NBA moments in a while. It might have been better than. Do you remember when Rondo and CP3 fought on like opening day and got suspended? And then
Yeah.
they tried to like chase after each other in the locker room and or actually no,
So
that's a
good.
separate one. That's a different one.
Yeah, that is a different one.
No,
Chris
that's
Paul's been
I'm
in a
thinking
lot
about
of them.
the Charles Barkley. There's a police presence in the in the locker room. But anyways, I had to get that out of the way. Isaiah Stewart, only 7 game suspension. Dude, the
Yeah,
NBAPA lawyers are nice. That's all I'm
they're
gonna say.
good, bro. You have to. You have to. 7 games is good. You don't need more. That's fine. Let him do his thing. I'm so here for it.
Dude, honestly, unleash the beast. Unleash the
Yeah,
beast.
man.
Let
Come
him
on.
dude,
Like,
hopping off the bench to fight another person and you only got 7 games, like, and you're a
dude,
repeat offender, to be honest.
yeah.
Also, actually, I'm down. I'm down. I think
I'm
seven
so
games is
down.
fine.
Also, like,
I
it's the
think
Miles Bridges tax, you know? Like, it would have been 14, but it's him. So it's only down to 7.
that is funny.
Come
That
on.
is
Terror Rozier, you get 5.
John Morant, you don't get it's the NBA standard, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
wave around toy guns, get 25 games.
Right.
Um, all right. Actually,
Unreal.
Miles
Yeah,
Bridges
man.
got too much airtime on this podcast.
No, real.
On
I
a
mean,
20
18
viewer
points per game.
podcast. Yeah. Um, with that, we
Man,
got that out of the way. By the way, Musa Diabate, madman. We're gonna need that energy in the 2032 Olympics. Yeah, when he's the starting power forward or starting
let's
small
go,
forward, I
bro.
guess.
Yeah, in
Uh,
2028, man. He'll be ready.
oh yeah, dude. Next up, next up.
Next
Um,
up. Yeah,
anyways,
shout out, man. That was a great game. Great fight. Great
yeah.
fight.
So with this podcast, we're gonna do a quiz first, and then we're gonna go into the trade deadline breakdown. So right now, I'm gonna take us into the quiz. Okay, there we are. Now you can see my screen and this quiz
It's
that we
gonna
have in front of you. Active NBA All Stars. Great quiz, by the way. This is a great pull from Anthony.
had to shout him out.
All
We
right,
had
we
some
got
recent All-Star additions for, Sengun and Kawhi and Brandon Ingram. So had
well,
to give this quiz.
let's get right into it. All right, we got 5 minutes. Let's go in order, okay?
Sure. Yep. Nice. Paul George Cook. Maxi. Kyle Lowry. Come
Drummond,
on. Drummond, baby. Yeah. Easy. Giannis. Yeah. Antetokounmpo. Ballon d'Or. Come on.
Garland.
Good.
Oh, I
Juice.
forgot he got traded.
Shout out. All right. Well,
Harden,
James. Yeah, hard.
Mitchell,
Mitchell.
Allen,
Yeah, dude. You're cooking.
Mo, Tatum,
All right. Get
Zion.
him, JB. Vooch. Come on, baby.
This
Vucevic.
being
Yeah.
updated is actually throwing me off.
So fire. Kawhi. Brooke Lopez. Nice,
Morant.
nice. Brad Beal. Ja Morant for the Hawks. Young Johnson. And CJ McCall. I'm kidding. Nah,
Oh,
no, he's
who?
uh not Porzingis, who
He's
did just
gone.
get traded. Um, why are we tripping? Why are we blanking? Man, people in the watching this are gonna be like, come on, bro, it's obviously him.
Yeah, it's got to be so obvious. It's not McCollum.
No, it's not good. Um,
Nah, he doesn't deserve it.
it's not Kevin Love. Did he get traded?
Oh,
No, Utah. Oh, what? That's only one. All right. Well, let's keep going
yeah.
for going sake. Jaren Jackson. Oh, sure. For the Utah. Yeah. Okay. Bam. Norm Powell.
Wiggins,
Wiggins. Yeah.
Hero.
Hero. Bangkok. Ball. And um, Woody's guy. Woody's guy.
Not Bridges, right? I don't think Bridges is
No, no,
All-Star.
he's never been
Probably
an
an
All-Star. Not
older
Brandon
player.
Miller. Yeah. All right. Let's come back.
They get an older
Kings.
big. Sabonis.
Sabonis. DeRozan. Levine. And then Westbrook. Uh, yeah, you got him. Uh, easy. Cool. Kyle Luke.
Uh,
Mavs. Kyrie. Uh, Trey. No, I mean, sorry. I was thinking of Anthony Davis. But
hmm,
oh, Chris Middleton,
I forgot he's on that team.
right? Yoke. Murray. First All-Star shout out. And
Shout out.
DeJounte, nice. It helps us. Had Liberton, Siakam, shout out 4 times. Williamson. Oh, Jalen Williams.
Was
Nice.
he? Oh, he's a two-time All-Star. That's so sad. I forgot he was a
Yeah.
two-time All-Star.
Right, dude.
Who else is on this team?
Um,
Poole was never All-Star.
dude, I'm blanking. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Cade and Duran.
I forgot we don't have time. My bad.
Yeah, no, Brandon Ingram. Um, Sengun, KD, and Van Vliet, and Wemby. Oh, Chris Paul is somewhere on here, maybe?
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good
Oh,
call.
nice.
Harrison Barnes
Uh,
never. De'Aaron
Never.
Fox.
Oh, dude, Klay Thompson. Oh, you already got him. Sorry.
Yeah.
Um, Shea, just Chet, Edwards, yeah, Randall. Oh, Gobert, nice. Holiday, Porzingis is somewhere in here. Oh, right here. Okay.
Oh, that makes
Not
oh
updated. Green,
Horford,
Jimmy,
Jesus, Wizards, Young,
Young, Davis. Okay. Who are we missing? Hornets.
Russell. Oof.
Nice.
Faithful.
Cook.
Hornets. Who did they must have got an old guy in one of these trades that we're blanking out on.
We're totally
I'm just gonna put Bridges so I
good. Good show. Bridges. Um,
Those were
dang,
missing
bro.
two, but or says we're missing three.
3. But who's the other one? I guess it'll show up in a sec.
Who's a free agent?
Mm,
Three-time All-Star free agent.
hate
Mike
that.
Conley.
Mike
DeAndre Jordan should
Conley.
have got both those.
Yeah, and Ben
Ben
Simmons.
Simmons.
Not, but yeah. All right.
Dude, Mike Conley not being listed on the T will throw me off there. If he's listed on the
I
T,
know. Yeah, I think you're right.
all
Oh
right.
well.
Okay. So that was the quiz section. Honestly, could have done that. We could have got all those.
Yeah. If we weren't timed, maybe.
Yeah, if we have a little more time. But honestly,
Yeah.
with the 5 minutes, we still probably should have.
Pretty
All right.
good.
Anyways, that's enough fun. We've basically given you an hour and a half of content before we've talked about the trade deadline. So I'm actually sorry about that. With that, Anthony, you want to take us into it?
Yeah, so I'm gonna just read you the trades that I thought were somewhat I mean, they're all important in their own ways, but these are the 15 that I think are somewhat important. If it changes like our predictions from episode 95, which you might have just listened to, then for the standings, that's down below for us to see. Um, but yeah, so first trade is Detroit receives Von Herter and Dario Saric via Chicago, as well as a 2026 first round pick. And then they pass along Mike Conley, who eventually ends up back in Minnesota. And also Chicago receives Jaden Ivey. Yeah, curious on what you think about this. I like this trade. I think it's really good. Von Herter on Detroit, just like a veteran, good shooter. Um, and they receive a first round swap. Minnesota's a good team, so it's not like that amazing, but drafts are good. This draft is deep.
Yeah,
No surprise.
I'm trying to figure out. So basically,
Yeah, like a lot. There was
sorry.
another team facilitating within the Detroit in Minnesota, which was
Yeah,
Chicago.
interesting. It doesn't, I can't tell if Detroit ended up with this pick or if they flipped it in another thing, but it kind of seems like that this first round pick is pretty like mid. Um,
Yeah, it's just a first round swap.
uh, I mean, the
Like,
takeaway here, right, is Detroit getting a Herter. It's basically Herter for Jaden Ivey, right?
well, Jade, yes, yeah,
Yeah. So okay,
right,
that I mean, overall, I think it's fine. I was out on Jaden Ivey. I kind of wish we saw something a little bit more
yeah.
passionate from Detroit at the deadline, particularly being so good. And if they're going to move Jaden Ivey at that point, why not take a bigger swing? But like I don't know. Kevin Herter's good. It's just you can't play him and Duncan Robinson at the same time, right?
Mm,
So I'm kind of curious to see how that goes.
backup. You can't have two of them at the same time on the same court.
But they are kind of fortifying that by getting rid of an asset that I like Jaden Ivey. I was just out on him on
Hmm.
this team. Right? Um.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Charlotte gets Tyus Jones, who's then sent to Dallas. Oh,
Later
sorry.
to
I
Dallas.
didn't mean to. Sorry, I stole your thunder.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I mean, I think just Detroit's still good, and I agree with you on the Ivy thing. But it's been a few years. Let him go somewhere else. Tyus Jones to Dallas. I don't know. It's just I don't think Dallas is going anywhere at this point. So if he helps them, then sure,
I agree, but like, hear me out. They're like
sure.
kind of fun.
Yeah, they're
They
fun.
got if you just go down the list, they got some guys out like Bagley looks good. Uh, Thompson, Middleton, who didn't look bad this season. Najee Marshall, Max Christie, PJ Washington, Cooper Flag. Walk. It's fun.
They
It's
got a
like
lot of
not the
names.
worst rebuilding team. It's good that they're rebuilding, but it's not the worst one.
Yeah, good bet point guard for Cooper. Like they
Yeah.
need a point guard. So yeah, I think that's why it's good for his development.
Oh, okay. How about this though? This trade is like the indictment on Tyus Jones. Like he's probably no. I hope for the best for him, but I think 6 foot guards who just pass the ball and frankly don't shoot the ball at a clip that I mean, he doesn't shoot the ball at the clip that he used to shoot at, right? Um, I'm worried that there's not a spot in the league for him for too long.
You might be right, at least for now. If you can get like a Indiana type team, maybe you can make it work if you're like really good at passing and cutting and like you can shoot stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
but he's gonna be a minimum contract guy for a year or two.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, if
until he has a good
if that.
yeah, unless he gets a good stats here.
Because the thing is, like, you just rather take a swing on like a Brandon Williams from the D League, and then
Yeah,
take a swing on Tyus Jones. I think at this point.
yeah,
Um.
why not?
Anyways,
Might as well.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Next, I kind of curious about this one, a bit bigger, but OKC gets Jared McCain from the G League affiliate, the 87ers, I believe.
I like it. I mean, if you're OKC, you just might as well like sure. Like this pick that sending out is going to be a bottom 10 first round pick. If you think Jared McCain's better than the 25th pick in the draft, you just might as well do this. Um,
Right. And also, they received the first round pick swap, which means from Philly, receives it from OKC, which means that they have the option to swap positions if they want.
yeah.
So they're just not going to swap.
Uh,
This
Yeah.
is like this is a crazy
Oh yeah,
thing
because
to like
Philly is just gonna be
agree.
better anyway.
They're just going to be better. What is this offer? In the 1% chance the we finish worse than
Huh.
you guys get our pick.
Is that really
It's
what it is? Is that not they OKC didn't have like the best of Philly and
I
no?
believe so. I mean, if they have the best of, like, what's so they get to win this trade too. They
No,
get
but
McCain
like
in.
I thought for some reason I thought that OKC had this pick from before
Oh,
from a previous transaction.
trade. That might be the case. That might be the case.
But regardless, I think this pick can't fall. It basically can't be worse. It can't be better than like a top 20 pick, right?
Right.
And doesn't really change the math.
Yeah.
Okay. Having said that, I like Jared McCain. I think we're all enamored with the first 20 games of last season.
hmm
I'm still enamored because he can shoot the ball.
hmm
They had a few stretches stretches like not stretches of games, like stretches like quarters where he looked good this season. Um, but I'm in. I'm down
Yeah.
for it. I think it's fun. And you know, Presti's just like I like Jared McCain, so I'm gonna get him. And if
Exactly.
Sam Presti is actively trading for you, especially because after the last time he traded for Gordon Hayward at the deadline, and he had, if someone should watch the you should go back and watch the press conference after Gordon Hayward left. He kind of did like a 30-minute break, not a 30-minute breakdown, like a 5-minute breakdown of like why that trade didn't work, and it was because he's integrating Gordon Hayward, a 35-year-old who also needs to get paid, and this is route to stay in the league with a bunch of 25-year-olds who are all friends, and they're all going to get their max contracts, you know. And it's like when
Mm,
you integrate those two, that doesn't really work. And Presti's literally talking about this. So it leads me to believe that he thinks that McCain is going to fit really well with this squad. And if McCain can fit well with the squad, I think his ceiling is still extremely high. So I'm curious.
bro, 100%. He can do TikTok dances. J-Dub can do TikTok dances with him. Like, they're good to go. So I think he's definitely going to fit in.
And he can shoot the ball and he
He
can
can. And they
like that's
need
gonna
that.
like Isaiah
They
Joe is
need,
like I
yeah.
but the ceiling that McCain has is way higher than
You flip
Isaiah Joe.
that,
Yeah,
bro. Yeah. Oh, this is like this was free money
yeah.
for sure. And it was like the point guard situation. There's room for three at that table in Philadelphia. Like you could have waited with Jared McCain and like worked him in with Edgecombe and Maxey.
They almost prioritize Grimes too much though, because any minute
Yeah,
he
right,
Grimes is just picking up the backup point guard and shooting guard
right.
minutes basically too. So
So yeah, it'll be
and
interesting,
Grimes
especially
is
yeah.
is Grimes like is he going to get extended? Because like that's another thing. Like
And he might
he's
not, yeah.
expiring this season, right? So like they better extend him.
Right.
But
Well, he was in that whole restricted free agency thing over the offseason,
mhm.
with like Giddey and Kuminga. Yeah, I like this trade, and also SGA's out. Like he's working his way back in. Like McCain has plenty of room to run with this
Mhm.
team. So
Okay. Did you see though they put him in the celebrity 3-point contest? That's nasty
that's
work.
yeah, that was insane.
Um,
You know what though?
yeah.
You know what? I'm a Zach. I like it. I think it's a hilarious move because it will just show people how much better NBA players are than normal people at
Okay,
shooting.
I thought that, but do you remember the Draymond Kevin Hart 3-point contest?
Yeah, but that's Draymond Green.
Okay, that's fair.
Like
Also, by
that.
the way, Jared McCain been playing well. I think he has plus 10 in his last two games, plus minus in each of his last two games. OKC
Dude, yes. And also like, did you see that? So what's he shooting from through this year? Uh
38%. I just don't. How do
38%.
you trade that guy? I don't know.
38%. And you hear about how like I think Iman Shumpert was saying, or somebody was saying that like that whatever percentage you have, that's what you shoot times two in practice.
Oh yeah. Oh, you mean
So
for the contest?
yeah,
I was thinking
exactly.
about
Just
the
going
trade
back to
one.
that, like, bro, if I hit 3 out of 5 shots from the 3-point line unguarded, I'm hype. Like, and these guys are
Oh,
like that
if
with
I was
that.
at a 3-point contest during All Star Weekend and it was like I was doing it, if I hit two threes, I'd be pretty hyped.
Yeah,
If I was doing like the actual 3-point, like if
yeah,
Drewski hits two threes, he should be like pretty happy with himself.
yeah. Oh, 100%. So
Ugh.
hilarious.
All right.
Okay. Moving on. This is more of like a legacy thought, but Toronto received Chris Paul, and I don't know how, but he also is just not going to report to Toronto. And then the Nets receive Agbaji from the Raptors. It's like a three-team trade, but like where should he go? Should he go anywhere? Like, also, do you know how? I thought he was cut from the team. I don't understand how he got traded for.
Yeah,
Um,
I think they just told him to leave and they were still paying his contract. Um,
awesome.
out of like respect.
I
Um,
see.
yeah, I don't know, bro. I think this is a weird thing. Let's be real. Chris Paul's not going to get signed anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I think we need to stop kidding ourselves. Once this Clippers thing didn't work, how many other teams even lined up to sign him this offseason? So like, and he can't play. Like, there's a thing is like, he can't play. We can't lie to ourselves. We've seen him on the court over the last like year. He's not a basketball player at this point in his career.
Respect. Legends go to
Respectfully, though.
Canada. Yeah.
Respectfully, this is like top 40 player all time.
Hmm.
It's just like go kick it with your kids.
Real. I like to see him like finish the season. Like, I feel bad. He wanted one more year. He's so like he to your point, he's top 40 all time. Let him be on the team, bro. Yeah. Like,
No one's gonna sign. Who's even gonna sign him? Are the Hornets gonna
yeah.
sign him? Him and
Yeah.
he's gonna scream at LaMelo Ball, bro.
Let him go back to the Pelicans. He can finish his career with Zion.
Oh,
You get like a Chris Paul to Zion lob at one point in one game when they're down by 40.
Jesus Christ, man, that's tragic. That's
That's how you
tragic.
end it. Damn.
Um,
Tough.
Also OJ Agbaji, just RIP, man. I thought he was gonna be pretty nice. He had a pretty good season last year, and he's just horrible this year.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Yeah.
Um, okay. The Lakers got Luke Kennard and Atlanta got Gabe Vincent. Uh, I like cool. I don't really care. I don't think that he's going to help any of the problems that they have. So I don't know.
I
That's
might
my take.
zag. I
Is he a
might
good
zag.
defender? Yeah.
I don't like okay, I don't think this makes their team much better at all, right? Like, I mean, they
Yeah.
didn't trade anything. Like, they basically just swapped Gabe Vincent for Kennard. But I think Kennard's gonna play a lot. Like, he just fits. He can play the two, he can play the three on
Prob.
this team. He's gonna sit in the corner, he's gonna defend, and he doesn't need the ball, doesn't really do anything else, and that's fine.
Yeah, he's a fine piece.
He's gonna get more minutes than Jared Vanderbilt. Like,
Damn, that's the state the Laker Nation is in.
yeah. And I'm not even like saying that to like diss Jared Vanderbilt. It's just like genuinely, and I think we've seen this a lot the first few games of Kennard being here. Um, but yeah, like I think he's gonna play
Yeah.
a lot. Also, side note, didn't realize Bronny James has been playing a little bit. Shout out.
Yeah. Yeah, he played in the game last night when Wemby was going off.
Dude, he's a basketball
So
player.
is he more of a basketball player than Chris Paul?
Absolutely.
Mm,
100%.
there he is. Shout out Bronny.
100. I in a heartbeat would take Bronny James over Chris Paul right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hesitate.
That's awesome. That's awesome to say. Not only did if you're LeBron, not only did my son make it to the NBA, at one point he was better at basketball than Chris Paul was while they were in the NBA at the same time. Like,
That says more
obviously
about
Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul.
was. Yeah.
That says more. What's
Yo,
up, man?
that's tough. Um, yeah, I mean, whatever team the Lakers play in five, but
Yeah.
respect to Luke Kennard. He'll get a lot of run, in my opinion. Next, I don't know. Again, shout out Yabusele from New York. Just didn't have an amazing lights out season in New York, so he's moving on to Chicago.
Yeah, bad season. I think he felt bad. Did you see he forfeited his player option for next year to make this trade go through?
Damn.
So
Respect. Huh. Wow.
kind of crazy. Another guy who's probably going to get a ton of minutes. And
Yeah, that's probably a good point.
probably, I mean,
Bulls.
they don't have any centers, right? So he's just going to play this weird small ball center slash four spot, like for like 20 minutes a game, and he'll get what he wants. And frankly, I don't like. I know New York need to do this for this trade that we're about to talk about, Jose Alvarado, but yeah, I think your upside of it, if this can work out and Yabusele can play like a power forward next to Towns, I guess he probably can't though. That's the issue. I don't know.
Yeah, seems like the Olympics just like got everybody excited that he could, do something. And then,
But
well, he played pretty well after he was
he
signed,
was
but
he was like actually very good last
he
season
was,
though.
yeah, he actually was very good.
But
Just
that
New
was
York wasn't.
because he got to play with this like when he plays next to a true big, that's like where he can shine as like this
Mhm.
tweener small forward, power forward. But if
Yeah,
he needs to play like true power forward slash center roles, then he's not like I mean,
yeah,
sure, right?
he needs to be able to shoot. Yeah, he's got that kind of Grant Williams vibe going, that
Yeah,
tweener.
I think that's actually a really good comp. Jeez, speaking of which, dude, what is he up to?
He's still on the Hornets, I think.
Yeah, he is. No, I knew he was still no. I forgot he came back from injury recently. That was
Yeah,
why I
he
was
did.
like, dude. Anyways,
Yeah,
now we're off track.
not a highlight in sight.
Yeah, jeez.
Um, Rough. The less rough is, yeah, to your point, New York gets Jose Alvarado, which I think is dope. They played against the Celtics this weekend, and he was doing the thing where he steals the ball from the player when they're dribbling down the court. And I think that's a great pickup. It's like a really nice backup point guard addition. Although they do have a pretty deep point guard rotation right now, but I think the defense is awesome.
Yeah, I agree. It's basically just like iced out Tyler Kolek, right? Like he's like
Yeah.
premium Tyler Kolek, I
Yeah.
think. And I think that's good because he can play next to Brunson for small stretches. You can get away with it for like 3, 4 minutes a game, I think, probably. And then he can just back up Brunson. So he could probably play 15 minutes in a playoff game
Mhm.
somehow, which is kind of
If
crazy.
yeah, because you get him and Miles McBride
And
playing
McBride's hurt
like
too. So
8 minutes. Right, exactly.
yeah. And honestly, like I think you could play both. I think McBride's good
Mhm.
enough on defense where you could play both.
Totally.
So
Like 5, 6 minute stretches where it's
yeah.
just them out there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you'd do that.
I mean, New York's good. They kick Boston's ass every time. They lose to Indiana every time, but they kick Boston's ass every time. So
Yeah,
recently,
I'm with that. I'm with that.
New York's good. Um, all right. Next, we got, oh, this team's been fun, man. The Hornets, we were just talking about them, the fight. They ended their 9 game winning streak, but they got Kobe White. And anyways, other things in the trade if you want to talk about that too. But like, I like this pickup a lot. I think Kobe White's a great player.
Yeah, I what what did they give up outside of seconds? I kind of don't understand how Kobe White only goes for second round picks here.
Yeah, Usman Dieng, Colin Sexton, the second round picks. Yeah, the Bulls are picking up second round picks everywhere in this
And to be
trade deadline.
fair, I think Sexton not Sexton. Kobe White is expiring. They were probably like, we've decided we're not extending him basically
Right.
under any circumstances. So whatever asset we'll take. I'm surprised.
Sure.
Did no one
Yeah, nobody wanted more.
like for example, if you're the I hate to just throw my team in there because it's just like easy for but like if you're the Warriors, I know you traded Kuminga for Porzingis. Was there not salary that you could reroute there, like Buddy Hields, and then like maybe someone else's salary, reroute it and bring in Kobe White in exchange for like your first round pick this year?
Yeah, yeah. That's like the. I mean, do you want to do that if you're the Warriors? Do you want to give a first round pick? I don't like Kobe White that much.
But like,
If
what if
I'm
it's
the
protected?
Warriors,
What if it's top 15 protected? I'd give up a 25th pick for or 20. The thing is, the Warriors, it's not going to be a 25th pick. It's going to be like the 16th pick.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a good point. If it's protected, then
But like,
and
I'm just could no one have given you like a protected first, even if it's heavily protected? Like, I don't know.
yeah, that's probably a
Could
good
like
point. Yeah.
Miami, could you not have talked them into, give us a top 20 first round pick, top 20 protected first round pick for each of the next 3 years?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the Chicago front office. That's like the
But
great minds that they got in
I mean,
Chi-town.
honestly, I don't think anyone gave them a better. I don't think you take this deal if anyone give you something close to like. I don't think they like Colin Sexton enough in the short term. Like I don't think.
Right. Versus
Yeah,
like I think this is we're just right team, right guy. Like He's on the right age track. He's 26 years old. That's what the whole team is to like the point earlier from Presti. Like the vibes are good. They're on a hot streak. I think it's a good fit.
Yeah. And honestly,
Uh,
he's been a little worse this season. I think it's fine. It's like
hmm,
29 game sample. It's like it's
right.
okay. I
Um,
damn, that's just crazy. And honestly, I think he's a guy who's probably going to get like a interesting contract in the offseason. Like if someone gives him like 3 years for 60 million, would you be shocked?
yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. I was thinking closer to 45 million, but I mean, it depends
Yeah,
on how he plays.
15 mil a year. Yeah. I mean, that'd be more
Hmm.
than he's making now. So
What's he making now? Like
12.
13? Oh, 12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
13, 12, something like that. I could be, maybe my math is off.
That
Yeah,
Reggie Bullock money.
yeah, literally. Okay, anyways, we probably spent too much time on that trade.
Gosh, I mean, Kobe White, man. The other guard, one of the other many guards on Chicago, that gets sent to the Timberwolves, Ayo Dosunmu. And Chicago sends Rob Dillingham. The experiment is over, and some other stuff back. A bunch of more second rounders. So congrats, Chicago. You got like 8 for second rounders now. Um, but yeah, Timberwolves got Ayo.
Yeah, it's like a good trade on all sides. I don't think you could have got a first for Io. Like it would have been nice, but whatever. He fits really
Ah,
well though on the T Wolves, and he can play
oh
like
yeah.
30 minutes a game for them, like right now. So, um, really great trade. I think it's fine. I think it's good all around.
I
I don't
I
know how much
yeah.
more the Cavs the Bulls are basically getting a bunch of seconds, and you could take a huge swing on Rob Dillingham and see if he's ever any good. Same with
Yeah.
Leonard Miller.
Yeah, 100%. And to your point about the Timberwolves, like in our last episode, they were, well, we'll get to the worst team that I had, but the second worst team that I had series was Timberwolves as like I could see them make the finals. And like now that feeling is like solidified after this because
Yeah,
this was like one of my biggest issues.
yeah. I still wish they were a little deeper, but
Mm,
now you know we all saw the hole at the guard spot, especially with Conley having issues, and you addressed it. So,
right.
and Conley's back. So, um, okay, that's all I got.
But yeah, that seems interesting because like if even AO helps with like the 45% of games that Bones Highland is like a net positive on the court just due to the fact that he's on a hot streak. So like even that like minimizes the times where you don't, it's
Mhm.
just like fewer minutes. And then if he's playing well, you can expand his minutes. So like it just kind of helps fill in like the margins for the other players that aren't in the, rotation as much.
Yeah, and like if Conley plays 10 minutes a game, like
Right.
I don't feel as mad about his performance as I do now.
Exactly. Because if they're good
And
minutes, like,
same with Bonus Island. If he plays 3 minutes a game and hits two threes, you're happy.
yeah,
And if that's his role, like that's doable for him for sure. But if
100%.
you're relying on Bones Highland 20 minutes a game in the playoffs, like odds are, it might not work out for you.
You get him first round.
Yeah, same time. Next trick.
Next trade, yeah. So now we're like in the bigger names. So Utah gets Jaren Jackson Jr. and a lot of other Grizzlies guys, Vince Williams Jr. Memphis gets back Walter Clayton Jr., Kyle Anderson, Taylor Hendricks, George Niang, 3 firsts. Yeah.
God, I like this for Memphis. I I don't love Jaren Jackson at the salary number he's at. I like the idea of this Jazz team though, and it's very fun. And if they can hit on a draft pick, like one of these picks is going to come into the best possible situation in the league. Like Ace Bailey, for example, is an amazing situation. Him at the three next to a Markkinen, Jaren, Walker Kessler front
Mm,
court mix. Keontae George is playing really well. Like, or for example, if the Jazz
yeah.
get super lucky in the draft lottery and they pick Darren Peterson, bang,
Yeah.
you're walking into a Keontae, Darren Peterson, and then if you want Markkinen, Jaren, Walker Kessler, Ace Bailey off the bench. Like
Wait, yeah. Wait, and none of the picks were. Do you know if the picks were for this year for Jaren Jackson? Because that's the
I
one
that
thing.
is actually a good question. I do need to double check that. I don't think the picks are
Just oh yeah, future first round picks. So not this year.
yeah, and I don't think they're like that crazy. Um
Um,
I'm trying to remember. Sorry, I'm doing some research on the fly really quick, but I'm pretty sure a lot of those picks are are like weird. I don't think they're all conveying this year. Anyways,
Yeah. But to your point, either way, like I like that starting lineup that you just named. It's a good one. And Yusuf Nurkic on the bench. Like that's a really good I mean, that's a solid lineup. It is fun. Uh I heard this like term that you like rebuild while you're tanking is like the thing. I think Washington's kind of doing it too at the same time. And this is a cool lineup. But you can't have you see this with Jaren Jackson Jr. and Laurie Markkinen and Yusuf Nurkic all sitting the fourth quarter against the Magic, and then they didn't play, and then the
yeah,
Jazz lost the game, and then they were
yeah.
like, "Why are you tanking?" Like, so I just don't like that. But it's a cool trade, and if they ever decide to start playing like a team that wants to try to win games now, it'll be fun to see how they play together.
Yeah, I will say I think they'll do that starting next year.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
Do you
like
think
I
that?
don't. They're not. They can't take again next year because they're gonna pay Keontae, and then
Yeah, yeah, you got to lock in
and now
now.
you got to figure out your team. Like now you're paying way too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got sidetracked with the figuring out the first round pick stuff. But another point I wanted to make is Jaren Jackson's making like 50 million a year. Laurie Markkinen is making like 50 million a year. Just salary cap wise, you're basically spending 2/3 of your salary cap on those two guys. Obviously, that's not a great. It's not. You can go over the cap, right? So that's not to say you only have 1/3 of that cap left remaining. Um, but they're probably between those two guys, you're
It's a
half
lot
the
of
cap
money.
space you could possibly spend. You know, over half the cap space you could possibly spend
Yeah, it's a
is
lot of money,
taken,
bro.
which is a lot. It's a lot for two
Jaren.
guys that I think Markkinen's really really great, but you got to really think Markkinen. Like this is kind of a bet on Markkinen a little bit. So
Yeah, and a bet on JJ. It's like a bet that they'll work together,
yeah,
which
I'm
cool if they do.
interested, and I will
Yeah.
say Walker Kessler is a guy that I think they're going to extend him for a lot, and they're going to quickly move towards Jaren at the five lineups for stretches. So I'm interested to see how that goes. I'm interested to see if Walker Kessler gets overpaid a little bit because they have to pay him now. Like he has tons of leverage. So
Yeah, I think he'll go for good money. Like
yeah,
he could easily go for 100 mil.
yeah. I mean, if someone offers him 4 years, 120 mil, would you be
Mhm.
shocked? And that'd be coming off an ACL. Like he's
Yeah.
good, but like he just has tons of leverage, and he's young, and he's a center. AD just got traded. Like Hartenstein is the only guy who's going to be on in his realm in this free agency class, I think.
Hmm. Yeah, that like pops off to my mind. Yeah,
So, anyways,
we'll make a
that's
lot of money.
long-winded thoughts.
Yeah, man. We forget about him just because he just gets hurt, but and he's trapped in Utah. It's an interesting trade. Curious what Memphis does now with Ja, and like, do you restart the franchise with him, or do you just wait another year and trade him?
And
It's
this is
interesting.
just Trey Young hold up. This is just they're gonna keep
Oh,
him because his value's low. No one's gonna offer them the picks they want. 2, 3 years from now, they're gonna take a Trey Young type deal like the Wizards. The Hawks just did with the Wizards.
brutal,
But if
brutal.
someone offers them 2 picks for Ja, or honestly, if someone offered them like the 20th pick in the draft this year for Ja Morant, they'd do it. Because Ja's just getting paid too much. If someone can give you like a relatively good asset, you should probably take it.
Yeah, and now they just ride with him. It's
Yeah,
interesting
for 6 months.
for 6 months. Yeah, like he
um,
should play, get his value up
yeah, we'll see.
if it's good.
Anyways,
All right, your team, you guys get Porzingis. Congrats. Um, and you give up the Kaminga heirs over. And goodbye, Buddy Hield.
thank God. I mean, Butler's out. I honestly what I thought when I thought that this trade happened, I could not imagine that they were actually trading Kuminga for Porzingis, and I was like, "Are you rerouting Porzingis? Like, did the Bucks basically tell you we don't want Kuminga? Like, just give us a salary dump instead?" Even though Kuminga would have been a salary dump because he has a team option next year. That was kind of where my mind went because I was like, I can't even imagine Porzingis on this team. But we have Porzingis. It's fine. Butler's out, so it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, your guys' run of like pretty good centers is back. Like Andrew Bogut was like pretty good. David Lee was pretty good. Now you got like Porzingis.
And
And you know,
Horford's been
this,
really good recently, actually. Horford's been getting Draymond benched because Draymond is, by the way, Draymond,
damn,
he's going to pick up that player option because he looks rough. Um, but
age.
Yeah, he's aging poorly, and like honestly, his defense has fallen off. I think also there's a trying aspect about Draymond, where like once Jimmy went out, it's kind of like
It's like,
oh
yeah, what am I doing? Yeah,
yeah. Anyways, so but I don't really care about this trade. I'm kind of happy that this Kuminga thing is done, and I think we're going to be shocked at how little money he gets this offseason.
probably. Good luck in Atlanta, buddy.
He's gonna get like 5 million, bro.
Yeah. You think he can like get his way back into being a paid player?
Not soon, because
Yeah.
he has an issue where someone's gonna have to give him opportunity, and then he's gonna have to make the most of it. Someone doesn't have to believe in that, making the most of it to give him the keys, because that's the type of player he is right now. He wants to have the keys to the team. He hasn't shown a willingness to play defense or to create for others, etc. Do the things that can make you the fifth guy in a championship team. Like I don't think
Yeah.
Kuminga is going to be that. I don't think that's what he wants to be, and I think that actually caused a lot of issues because if you can't be the fifth guy in the championship team, you can't be the fourth guy, you can't be the third guy, you know. But some of these players just jump to the idea of I'm just going to have the ball because I'm the best guy. But at this point, you're at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah.
So making your way up is not just going to involve leaping because you've lost the pedigree, and that's where you get the benefit of the doubt, right? Once you lose that pedigree, you're gonna have to make your way up. You're gonna have to be the 12th man, you have to be the 10th man, the eighth man, etc. So because
Yeah.
he's making
It
20 million a year, or he's making 20 million this year. It's gonna be a long time before he reaches that similar amount of money.
mhm. Yeah, I was just thinking about what you were saying. Like that is a good point. And the thing is, like, if he does agree to be like fifth man on whatever team, then he'll get his like once in a while, hey, okay, you're hot right now. Like, go be our scoring option. Like, we're coming to you. Like, you can get a hot 15 in the third quarter and like be all over Sports Center. Like, you can still do that and be the fifth man, be the sixth man.
And also, you can do that, and if you do that enough and you're efficient enough, then you can get the opportunity to be the fourth man. Then you can get
Right.
Markkinen is honestly a relatively good example of this. He was given a lot of opportunity as well, but you know, he kind of flamed out a little bit. And when he got to Utah, there was opportunity to be had, right? And he took advantage. But he wasn't the player. This Utah Markkinen was not the player that he was in Chicago, right?
Totally.
So Kuminga is definitely going to need to find himself, and I
That's
and
a
I hope the
good
best for him.
comp. That's like
What?
a good comp of like it's like seventh pick also, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And then really good or like, good value. Doesn't do so well. Gets traded. Most improved player, I think, or was that with the Cavs?
That was with the Jazz, I think. I think.
Was it the same year as the Jazz? Was it with the Bulls?
I can check honestly. It was with the Jazz.
Those were the Jazz. Yeah,
Most
and then he
improved.
makes his leap. Um,
He's in Chicago for 4 years. He's mid. He goes to Cleveland for a year. He's mid. He goes to Utah. He
then he
jumps ten
jumps.
jumps
Got
10
you.
points per game.
It could happen. Delayed start.
And I mean, it's possible, but like, yeah, we're gonna need to see something.
Yeah. And it couldn't have happened on Golden State.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's a sad situation because the best outcome for everyone here is that it works out and that he's a young player that could be carried into the future. But I think this saga getting into the stages it was already a sign that this was never going to work out.
Yeah.
Also,
Nice
final
little
thing on
chapter.
this
Mm.
topic, Anthony Slater from now ESPN, I believe. He used to work for The Athletic. I believe he's on ESPN now. Really great article about this whole saga. He was the Warriors beat writer for The Athletic, so he has the in on all this stuff.
Mm.
And it's really like a tell all. And really, my takeaway of it is that Joe Lacob, the Warriors owner, would not approve trades with Kuminga. And that was it.
Mm.
Like Kerr,
Interesting.
and it seems like the GM, the owner, the player, Kuminga, the coach, etc., wanted to make it work to a certain extent, but also when trades were on the board, the owner wouldn't approve them. So yeah,
Damn.
that's kind of my takeaway. And so when shit like that happens, it's like, all right, like I know it's the Warriors, but it's hard not to compare you in that moment in time to like a Vivek. Let your basketball guys make the decision, man.
Yeah, that's real. Don't run off the
Anyway,
pedigree.
yeah.
Fair.
We've talked too much about John. Like this trade is
Shout
I'm
out.
happy this is done. And honestly, I'm kind of happy that we probably won't talk about the Warriors for very much for a long time coming.
Dude, that's real. And Jonathan Kuminga, we hope this isn't the last time we talk about you like this. So good
Yeah.
luck, buddy.
Oh, 100%. No, I'm wishing the best for
Yeah,
Kaminga. 100%.
yeah.
It
We'll
just
see how long it
clearly
takes.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
it clearly
didn't work
just
out.
wasn't going to work out.
All right. Well, from your team to mine, Boston, we trade away Anthony Simons in 2026 second for we get back Vucevic from Chicago for 2027 second. My initial thoughts, I really liked Anthony Simons on the Celtics. I thought he was so much fun. I think it's a great move for us in terms of the cap hit. Gets us like lowered down. I don't know if it gets us out of the first apron, but it does like help us a lot financially. I believe it also does. Uh, he's funny because I really like Neemias Queta. I like how he's like, especially his rebounding, and he's just a good solid big. And I think Vucevic can kind of like weirdly complement him in like a yin and yang way. So you don't have like a good one center that like is excellent at everything, but you get like one that's really good offensively, one that's more solid on the defensive end. So I think this is cool. I'm also curious if this is like potentially a hey, we're gearing up for Jason Tatum kind of move.
Well, they definitely are.
Right.
But I like the trade, right? Like
Mm,
Simons, if Tatum's coming back, Simons' minutes are probably flying out the window to a certain extent. And frankly, between Pritchard, Derek White, etc., it's fine. You get rid of
mhm.
Simons, you're not losing a ton. As much as he is a fun asset to the team, it's also hard to say that he was integrating perfectly to the point where you want to extend him, because or
Yeah.
else you wouldn't have traded him. Vucevic, though, this is like another experiment in like the taking someone down from a high role.
Yeah.
Like Keita's better than him, and Keita's going to keep starting. But you're going to have Vucevic go from being this like 30 point per 30 minute a game guy with the offense
Mhm.
kind of built around him to being like a 20 minute a game guy. And I think usually when that happens, things work out well for the player and the team. So I'm
Mhm.
pretty curious to see how it goes. I mean, at the end of the day, if this guy was playing 35 minutes for the Bulls and the Bulls aren't one of the worst teams in the league or something, if he's playing 15 minutes for a good team, that's totally believable. Like, right? So,
Dude, and I'm kind of hoping that he takes the same approach that Al Horford took from the Hawks to the Celtics and goes from that really good stature, or Brooke Lopez took when going from the Nets to the Bucks, where you're like 18 and 10, really good offensively, and then maybe you can develop into something else or a bit more like a sound defender. I That's the archetype I would love to see happen here. And
listen, if that happens, I'd be stunned. But no,
I mean,
just a Vucevic
probably
defense
not.
moment. But yeah.
Yeah. I
But that
mean,
said, I mean, even
yeah,
if he doesn't do that, he's still good right now.
he's better than Luka Garza.
Yeah.
So
Who actually was playing pretty well though. Before, to
he's
be
a,
fair, before the trade, he was playing pretty well.
yeah, yeah. And if he keeps playing well, all right, hell yeah. Let's keep it going.
But you can also like you're not
Minnesota's
you're
finest.
not making roster decisions based off Luka Garza's 2 weeks hot stretch.
Not real.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Shout out my man. All right. So I think in my mind now we're like down to the top three trades that we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah.
Um, and this might actually be like a spicier one than other ones. Actually, I'm gonna hold off on one of ours and move to
Oh.
like a slightly less. No, you're a Wizards fan.
No, hit us with the Wizards one. Hit us with the
All
Wizards
right,
one because
I'm gonna
that's
hit us with the
easy.
Wizards one first because with the Wizards get Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Lo, Dante X. Dallas receives. You've already said some of these names: Chris Milton, AJ Johnson, Tyus Jones, Marvin Bagley. 2026 OKC pick, 2030 Golden State Warriors pick.
So
Um,
23 Golden State pick, by the way, is protected 1 through 20. And so
fire,
that pick literally
fire.
literally can't be a top 20 pick. 2026 OKC. I think Shea, Chet, and J Dub could all be out for the rest of the season, and it still wouldn't be a top 20 pick.
Yeah.
So you're basically trading two bottom 40 picks plus second round picks plus guys that are expiring anyways that serve you relatively no value for Anthony Davis. So yeah, it's pretty great. I think it's a pretty spectacular trade. And then if you're to be fair though, if you're Dallas, you get rid of Hardy, Davis, D'Lo, who all are on multiple year deals, if I remember correctly. Um, Specifically, the issue here is Anthony Davis, if he wanted to, could opt in. Or next year, Anthony Davis is getting paid 50 million or 58 million, but he can opt into another year after that at 60 million. And if you're Dallas, that's almost too risky. Like you can't just hold on to if AD cannot become an albatross contract while you have Cooper Flag. Like that. That's what
Mhm.
kills you, and that's why his value is so low, and they were willing to do this deal. But you also get rid of D'Lo, you get rid of Jaden Hardy, so you're making a lot of cap clearances, and you got like Middletons of the world who just expire. So that's kind of the rationale behind this trade. That was just what I was trying to explain. But I think it's a good trade for both sides. I think it's
That
really
does sound.
sad. It's sad for the Mavericks, but it is what it is.
It is sad. Yeah, this is like the final, the opus magnum or whatever to the um, Luka trade.
Can I say? I think it's. I didn't think that they were going to get this much.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I didn't think that Anthony Davis, while injured, was going to fetch you two guaranteed. Like as much as I'm roasting the first round picks, they are two guaranteed first round picks. So
yeah, I mean it's
they,
like they painted really nice roof on a house that was like a disaster. So
yeah,
they did like
that's
follow up the Luka fumble
yeah,
real
that's a good way
well.
to put it.
But yeah, and I think based on the context that we have right in front of us, this is a cool trade for both, and it's cool to see Anthony Davis in DC.
Yeah, and that'll be great. And I'll probably be getting season tickets.
That's like the biggest name as a basketball player in DC, like maybe since John Wall, probably since
Yeah,
John Wall.
I think it's debatable that Trae Young might be a bigger name though. Like Trae Young's a worse player. He might be a bigger name.
I guess like bigger name in terms of like NBA
Yeah,
pull, but
100%.
like top
I mean,
75.
and can I say that like this Wizards team, like Anthony Davis is gonna be up for an extension in the offseason? I don't think they're gonna give it to him. I think they're gonna say, play it out, bro. Because
Yeah,
like I think they're gonna say play it out. And if you want to extend, you're gonna have to give up that player option deal, that player option year, and we're extending you
yeah.
at like 30 million a year. I think that's the type of offer he's gonna have. And the thing is if you're Anthony Davis and you can guarantee yourself like 150 million over the next 5 years and just like that's your NBA career, that might be worth it.
It's a pretty good deal. Yeah.
But if you just play the next 2 years, you get 120 million. So making up the margin after that isn't that big. So, anyways, um, I think it's a really great trade. I don't think the Wizards are going to extend AD because that's my biggest issue. Is if they give him an albatross extension on with a young team, like that doesn't make sense. But I mean,
No.
even if AD got hurt and never played a game for the Wizards, he'd just expire in 2 years, and he didn't give up any first
Yeah, and that won't be worst case
or
worse.
good
So
first. Yeah,
yeah. Um,
sorry.
but yeah, no, shout out. It's cool for the city, man. It's cool for. I mean, I had AD listed 20th on our players rankings list, so I think he's a great player.
And I think the SAR AD fit is
Yeah,
great. They
it's
should still
great.
have the middle level exception to go get another big. Probably have a top five pick. They have Keyshawn George. They have Trey Johnson. They have Bilal Coulibaly. They have Trey Young at point. If you
Yeah,
just slot in any of the top three guys, you could just slot in Boozer, Dybonsa, or Darren Peterson in this team if you want to. Cam Boozer is probably a little weirder to slide into the team, but regardless, yeah.
dude. Yeah, I think this is actually a really flexible team, and like AD is so good.
Yeah,
Remember AD's first game on in Dallas? Like he had like he didn't he score like 46 points or something?
yeah, he was really good. To be
Um,
fair, though, I think we also have to be realistic that he looked a little tough this season, for me.
I think he could get healthy. I think he's so good, bro.
Well, if Anthony Davis just gives you, even if he's just what he was this year, which is probably like the worst version of
20
Anthony
it
Davis,
takes, yeah.
it's fine. You
An
get that for two
amazing
years,
defender,
yeah.
bro. Oh man, and Anthony Davis's problem is like just a better offensive ceiling than Karl Anthony Towns, and then like a better defensive ceiling than Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, he's gonna have an
And
interesting basketball
like
reference page.
totally, because he's top 75, right?
Yeah,
All
according to
right,
NBA.
according to yeah, exactly. Okay. Also, paying attention to them. 10 minutes. We'll get these last two trades. Pacers receive Ivica Zubats, however you say his name, and Kobe Brown, and the Clippers send back Matherin as A Jackson, two firsts and a second. Zubats is on the Pacers, man. Like I think this is great.
Did you see that one of these picks is this year's Pelicans pick, and the Clippers get it if it falls between 5 to 10? It's
Oh, it's a
basically
specific pick.
it's like a bet that so it's the 2020 if I remember this correctly. One of the picks is the 2029 Pacers first. Okay. The other pick is if the if the Pelicans pick lands between 5 to 10,
That's
it
awesome.
conveys the Clippers. And then if not, it's the 2031 first. So that way the Pacers are protected if it's a top five pick. But the Clippers are also protected if it's the 11th pick. All right, here's a 2032 pick. That's if you're the Clippers, you probably prefer that. An unprotected 2031 pick is probably a little bit better than top 10, or than like the 11th pick, probably.
Yeah, it's just like an unknown
Yeah.
of like whatever. It could be good, it could be bad, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think this is a really creative trade.
Interesting.
I will say the Zubats fit. I like Zubats. I Miles Turner would linger on the 3 point line a lot, and I am a little curious to see how that goes. I also think Zubats is a more creative offensive player than we give him credit for,
Totally,
but
totally.
I
I
am a little
think,
curious to see
bro,
how that goes.
with him and Siakam, like they are going to be so good. And with Halliburton back, bro, they're going to be so good. The way that they played last year, I think that his
And
addition to this is amazing.
frankly, Miles Turner's game style, as much as
Yeah.
his spacing helped, if you actually watch, he doesn't make quick decisions
Yes.
necessarily, and I think that's something Zubats is going to be really
Oh
good.
yeah. Setting screens, rolling to the rim, like just good hands right around the basket.
And if you're Zubats also, this is about to extend your career like 8 years.
Could, yeah. That's real. That's a great point.
So, and that's great news for a guy that Frank, like, he was a second round pick who got salary dumped for no reason by the Lakers, for example. Like,
Insane move, by the way. Like such an underratedly bad fumble.
yeah, Mitch Kupchak, right?
Yeah, shout out.
They were because some of these teams like clear salary ahead of the free agency period because they're like, we're gonna get this big free agent, but also like, if you need to move a $1 million contract, you could do that. Someone will take Zubats for free.
That's
Like,
real.
and so like some of these teams overreact to this stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
That's a really great point. Just thinking about that fumble.
yeah.
Um,
Like the
but yeah.
Wizards, for example. I liked that they didn't go out and then instantly salary dump Jaden Hardy and D'Lo. Like they
Mm.
didn't try to instantly give up a bunch of seconds to salary dump them elsewhere. It's like, all right, if I want to move D'Lo, if he opts in and I want to move him in the offseason, I'll do it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Anyways,
I mean, I agree with your point, especially for Zubats, just because like it's hindsight, and I don't see that happening with D'Lo, and probably also not Jaden Hardy. But I
100%,
it is
100%.
like a,
I'm
it is
not saying I see that with Jaden Hardy or D'Lo.
totally like it is a broke boy move though. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, unless it's like getting you right over the second apron or the first apron or like some big thing, relax. You'll be fine with
You
Zubat.
can move the
Crazy,
one dude. Like these
crazy.
teams, bro. You could, bro, to lose or add $1 million, bro. You could trade. You could literally trade Yabusele for Jose Alvarado. Like
Yeah,
there's like get douche. Anyways, that's enough time on that trade.
yeah.
And they'll
But
be
that's
good when Hallie's back.
yeah, excited for that. The last one we talked about this team as well, but the Cavs they received James Harden and the Clippers received Darius Garland and a second round pick. So overall, we know that James Harden is really good when he first joins a team. So we're about to get some great James Harden basketball coming up for like the next month and a half, hopefully
Yeah.
longer.
I mean, okay, okay. Also, like we're burying the lead. This is the most impactful, craziest
Yeah,
trade of the whole deadline, short
crazy.
term. Um, I I think we also have to say that James Harden has been spectacular for the Clippers this year statistically. He's
Mhm.
kind of, his shooting from the floor remains at lower percentages at this point in his career. He can't put up 35 a night. It is what it is. But he still can stuff the stat sheet, both rebounds, assists, and points wise. And he's just, this season, last season has really been a rejuvenation for him. I think like we have to give him that credit. And undeniably, like where do we rank them? I need to look at that. Where did we rank
He's in his
Harden?
40s too, all time. Him and Chris Paul are like right next to each other.
Where's did we rank Garland?
Harden or Garland?
Yeah. No,
Oh,
neither of us
Garland.
ranked Garland. So
Yeah, he's hurt. I mean, yeah, he could be. He's easily a top 20, or sorry, top 50 player guy.
I don't think so. I don't think Garland is top 50.
I mean, he can
He
like
can
at
be,
times, you
but
know.
my point is just like this is a direct upgrade, and I think
Yes,
that like
and healthy.
my first mental like when the trade happened, I was like, what are the Cavs doing? They're trading a young guy who they have under team control and whatever. But also, when you think about it, I mean, who cares about the 3 years of team control? Your future is Evan Mobley, and frankly, you're trying to win now. So if Garland doesn't fit, and you know Garland doesn't fit, which I think we can all kind of agree he probably doesn't fit, this is probably as good as you're going to do.
Yeah. I wonder why this trade happened a little bit, like what instigated it, because it came from Harden. If you're the Clippers, I think you try to keep the good vibes going with Harden, but he seemed to not want to be on the team anymore.
I actually think it came from Donovan Mitchell.
Like wanting James Harden.
I think Donovan Mitchell was like, let's be real, bro. We're not as good as we were last year. The whole burden is back on me. Garland's not all the way there.
Like
Go
I
get me
need
like
a
James
guy.
Harden. Yeah,
Yeah.
go get me James Harden, bro. And if you're the Cavs, you're probably like, damn, that's actually not a bad take.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then
He'd be
there's
an
also a
all-star in the
chance
East.
we look at this 2 years from now and we're like, damn, Garland's like he's making like 35 mil. And you're like, all right.
Real. Damn.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, that's and I think also this is super fun. Harden gets to play in the playoffs. Doesn't not the main guy, which is good.
Streak continues. Yeah. This playoff streak continues.
I think this team could win a chip. Harden could be the third best guy on this team. If you just have Mobley and Mitchell going crazy, and then Harden and Allen just alley-ooping every other play, like this team could win a chip.
I think they should have made Harden sign like a bit of the contract saying, I agree that I'm the third guy on this team. Like
I
in
will not
spirit.
shoot more than 16 times.
Yes.
And I will not
Right.
shoot less than like 9. You also have to put a minimum
Right.
with him because
Yeah,
like game
yeah.
7 happens and
You have to keep shooting, bro. Yeah.
game
You
7 happens. He's at two
can't be
shots
yeah,
in the
dude.
first the
Like,
second
bro,
half.
please. You were so loud in the first game. Like,
Yeah,
do that again. Crazy. Bro, I remember seeing game one, Philly versus Boston in 23.
with no
And
Embiid, with no
no
Embiid.
Embiid, bro. And I went live, and Harden was so good. He was so
40,
good. He won the game. Like
40
40 something, 44, 46. Like it was nothing. I was like,
and
bro.
that guy still exists. I mean, to be honest, we still
Yes.
see it once every 4 games. But
Yeah,
also
he had 55 or so.
you have to admit that like, okay, like we are not going to get this every game.
Yeah,
But if you're not going to get this every game, it's a pretty damn good team to build around it.
pretty damn good team.
Because
You get
actually,
it.
funnily enough, you kind of know what you're getting from Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley,
Hmm.
and the upper end of that isn't as high as like James Harden
Right.
actually.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
Donovan Mitchell's upper end obviously is better than
He's
James Harden.
amazing, but they
Yeah,
are like stabilizers, and if he
yeah.
can like swing them up, that's great.
I really like the trade. It's so funny. In a long time, I haven't felt like, oh, like first reaction was, what are the Clippers doing? The second reaction was, damn, like I don't hate this, and frankly, James Harden has a player option next year. He probably picks it up. Like it's not a
Yeah,
long. It's probably fine. Probably fine
bro.
for all parties involved. I think it's a pretty
Yeah,
fun trade.
man. The East is back. Zubats, AD, James Harden. Come on,
Oh
man.
yeah, you're right. The Wizards are back. I forgot. I can't even roast that anymore. I can't even make fun of the East.
Dude, they're so back.
Dude, it's who's stopping this team graphic, and it's like
Yeah.
it's,
Alex Sarr.
yeah, Alex R, Keyshawn George, and then it's like Dybonsa
Bilal.
Photoshop.
Unreal. Unreal. Play that song.
To be honest, though, I don't know. I've been talking about the Wizards so much, but I'm really so excited about it because I think they're out of the woods a little bit. The their team can't really be that bad next year,
Dude, yeah. Fire.
and I think they're going to keep the coach Brian Keefe, which I think will be fun too. So, anyways,
Yeah.
I'm really excited about the Wizards. Not excited about the Warriors. That's why I'm not talking about.
Dude, yeah. NBA is a gift that keeps on giving, man.
It
Like,
is.
it's awesome. Hell yeah.
Well, with that, I think we
Yes,
can
sir.
wrap it up there. I think that rounds out our only combo podcast. Hopefully, the last one too. Hopefully,
Mhm.
last one ever. First one ever. Hopefully, last one ever combo podcast, episode 95 and 96. It's probably like a 3 hour video. We're really sorry.
Yeah. Locked in, baby. Yeah, we love y'all. We didn't talk about the All-Star game. That's probably for a reason. But we'll see y'all soon. We spitting hoops as always.